Holy hunky-dory, they've been at it again. We now have a Frosted Florals luxury card kit. It's gorgeous.
And it's highly unique because it's got something called diamond sparkle encapsulated glitter accents to go along with those great Hunkydory silver foil accents. I said it.
You did say that. I'm very proud of you. Plus, there are also some uniquely shaped cards in this kit. Come play with us. Okay, let's take a look into the Frosted Floral. First of all, let me turn it on its side. Look at all, that's the Holy Hunky-Dory.
Absolutely, it's so thick, there's so much in there. I love the shaped cards, can't wait to see those.
Okay, so you do have an inspiration sheet, and so it's nice to see, you know, kind of what they've done with their own product.
Some different ideas, and you can see the color scheme right away. It's kind of a muted pastel, beautiful.
And on the back of this, there are instructions with photographs, so that's really nice, of the 3 very stylized cards that are included, and we'll show you more about that.
Right.
Let's get to the goodies.
Okay.
Now, you talked about the beautiful diamond sparkle encapsulated glitter.
Accents.
Well, here it is. Okay, so we'll get in close, and
look at that.
You can really see.
You hardly even have to do anything to be able to see that. It just sort of pops out there.
You want to wiggle.
When they say encapsulated, it's because it's got an embossing powder that was placed. It's embossed in there, so it does not rub off.
Right. So
it's just beautiful.
It is beautiful. So there are several sheets that have the glitter, as well as sheets with the foil. Now, the ones I'm showing you right now all have that glitter.
So this is a floral, luxury card collection. So you're getting lots of different florals. I love the different shapes, always with Hunky-Dory. Very unique shapes. I love that one turned sort of on point.
And they're all die cut, so easily die cut that they're just going to pop right out of the page.
Out. There are lots of sentiments, always happy birthday.
So these 4 have that glitter. Now we're going to what you would expect with Hunky-Dory, which is the foiling. And
beautiful foil accents. I love the scroll work and little leaves. Like I said, there's best wishes, get well soon, in sympathy, all kinds of greetings, so you can mix and match.
And there's even die cuts where you can layer them to be kind of like paper toll.
Paper toll style.
So nice, just nice to see
all. Look at that.
Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now we're getting into the specialty cards. So this isn't going to make a lot of sense right now,
until I show you how they get put together, or you see the card put together. But these are the elements. We're looking at the elements for the floral reveal card.
And you do get, for each of the specialty cards, you have enough to make 4.
Right.
And they come in slightly different colors. So there's the lavender, the blue, the green,
and when they need to be, you've got the colors, I didn't mean to interrupt. And you've got also the scoring is already on there for you. So when they have to be folded, they're already scored, easy to fold.
And this is for the diorama. You also get ribbon, and they were quite generous. You're not going to need anywhere near that amount of ribbon. Again, there are the 4, and this will make far more sense when you see the cards.
For the ribbon edge diorama card, that's where you get all that ribbon, so you'll see that, which also includes this acetate. Now you're seeing through the next card, but really the acetate.
And it's die cut, so you got that. Then the next card is a vase of flowers.
Right, that's a really neat one. Wait till you see that. So there's a front, there's a back. There are the different colors,
in fact,
which are just
printed double-sided also.
And there are die cuts for creating those flowers. You also get acetate sheets. You need those for the strips that hold up the flowers.
Bear with us, you'll find out. You also get 8 envelopes because some of them are different, are uniquely sized. Then you get the adorable scoreable. Now 4 of these sheets are the glitter. And so that's the first 4 that we have here. Pretty.
Beautiful. Yeah, so you get the glitter that go along with those glitter die cuts. How many? There are 198 die cuts in this kit.
So
that's huge amount of die cuts.
It is. So 4 of these in the encapsulated glitter, 4 with the foiling.
You know, the advertising says that you can make at least 28 beautiful floral cards, but we can make so many more if you divide
can
that
top
into
that.
4. You know, you can also use these for scrapbooking. We'll show you an example of that later.
Now these are the adorable scoreable that is printed, so you get 8 of these.
Who needs foil detailing? They're beautiful.
They are. So now you've seen every single piece in this kit.
Yep,
now
all of it.
We'll show you some projects to make sense of all of that.
All right, I'll take that out of the way.
Okay, thank you. So one of the questions with all of those die cuts is how to use them. And here is a perfect example of both the adorable scoreable paper as well as just 2 die cuts.
Right. So just one corner of that cardstock's placed here on a blank card, and then a couple of the die cuts, a little ribbon. Foam tape.
Easy peasy.
It's nice to foam tape them up because then you get sort of a shadow edge. It makes it look like it has a natural matte.
Just so nice. And one more die cut on the inside. So
super simple, very quick, but beautiful.
But beautiful. Who wouldn't love to receive that?
Right.
So if you like that, here is another example
I love this.
Just a blank card that's been has the adorable scoreable.
The cardstock on front. I love the fact that here's this frame that this flower was sitting in there, popped up and then turned on point within the frame.
Now, one thing too is that we have cut the adorable scoreable into pieces to go on our card front.
Right.
You could elect to score it and fold it.
Fold it over.
You just get more our way.
Well, or if someone chose to place this up on their desk like that, then they would see that cardstock on the back as well. So that's just
true.
another way of doing it.
And there's the inside with more of the adorable squirrel.
It's just beautiful.
Easy.
It is another idea for this card. So go ahead and score the top of your card in half and turn this into an easel card. That would have been really cool.
That'd be really pretty.
Love
Okay.
that floral.
I do too. Now this is going with the foiled, and this is going using our die cut cards. This is the heart swing.
So adding another element in there. So just using pieces, you can use the patterns that come with that swing die cut card package to cut your cardstock to fit.
And magically, the heart fits. We have a stray jewel dazzle. Okay, well, we will corral that and get back in.
Well, I think that was using the paper patterns, but this one does. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Just very, very nice.
Just beautiful. And I love the addition of the
the border
jewel dazzles, even if they are string.
Yes, right. Well, you have to just be firm with them.
And because you have several different sentiments to choose from, you can add 2 of them to your card.
And this is have a great birthday. So very, very nice.
Very sweet.
Okay, now we're going to go into our first specialty card. And this you make it so it collapses like this.
Right.
And this is called a floral reveal, right?
Correct. And this is how it's going to fit in the envelope.
Right. But then it reveals.
Ta-da!
You can see how that's going to pop out.
Right.
So
it has layers.
It has layers.
And it starts with this base, which we looked at these briefly, but it is scored. So I'm going to pick it up so you can see the score lines, or maybe you can even see them better. No, not on the back. There are score lines here and here on both sides of the card around that sentiment. And you start by folding them right on those score lines. Yeah, great.
I'm going to get your bone folder.
I appreciate that. You do a nice job of, it's already scored, but folding and then, what do you call that?
What do we
call this? What I'm doing?
You're pressing down on the score line.
All of a sudden, I went blank, and I thought there was a term for that.
Well, let's go back to the valley and mountain. Those do have terms.
All right. So there's the valley. You're going to valley fold and mountain fold. So now you've got this leg on the right that looks like a little L there. You're going to do the same on the left. Fold it over on that score line.
That creates the first valley.
Right. You're going to use your bone folder on that.
You're going to press down on it. I don't have a technical term for that.
There it is. Now that one's going to not live me down and doing that.
There you go.
So now this is the shape that you have. And I have here the little pieces that go on the inside. I've got the ultra tape on them already. It's kind of interesting that here we go, that you can actually see, here you can see the score lines here on the back. So on this one, we're going to fold it in a valley fold so that it's going to be like this.
So white side to white side.
Right. And then you're going to fold back the tabs, which, like I said, I already have
again,
Ultra
white to
Tape
white.
on, right?
Okay.
So valley fold, if you're looking at this side of it. And then it's going to make like a little box, kind of an unfinished box there. And that channel is going to be placed right here within your card.
On each side.
Right. If you hold your card up, you make a right angle like that, a very straight angle there. Then when you press them in place. So let's go ahead and do that, at least on one side.
Okay.
I'll pull off the Ultra Tape covering.
And the reason for using the Ultra Tape is that it is a super, super adhesive.
Right.
And it's not going to fall apart. It's not going to degrade. It's going to keep that nice and cleanly attached. So
I'm going to try to get it right over in the corner.
You want
It's
it in the
stuck to
middle?
my fingers. That's why I'm here. I'm going to hold it from the top. What I'm doing is making sure that I have this right angle when I place this. And now I've got this so that it's sort of a right angle as well, and just place it in there. I can't do it without looking at it. Sorry. I have to look straight on it. There we go.
There
So
you
I've got
go.
one side there, and now I'm going to place the other side.
I see.
Okay, so now you've got that channel in there. It's like a tube,
Right.
and when it lays flat, it just squishes that right down. And you'll do that for both sides, and then you'll take these great pieces and just
Let's show
mount
that
them.
separately, just
Okay.
because it's just a really pretty piece.
It
So you've
is,
got two of
border
those.
pieces.
So they're going to end up framing your
Right.
sentiment.
And I'm just going to put something like, I like the My Stick tape runner. It's a double-sided adhesive. Just a little bit of that right on the edge there.
Because it's just sitting on that platform
Right.
you just created.
It doesn't have to be Ultra Tape because this is just going to sit there on top.
So
And
just center it
line
top
up. Yeah, you want to line up the top and bottom edges. So there you go. When you close and then you open it and it reveals. And that's as simple as it is to make that card, and it's ready to go.
Now this one has sympathy, a sympathy message on the inside. This one has a special friend, probably one has birthday, and I'm not sure about the fourth one,
Right.
but if you didn't want that message, you could certainly do some computer journaling over there. You can,
Sure, you could even pop out some of the other die cuts, cover it up, and put whatever message you want on the inside.
So again, that is the floral reveal. Just a beautiful, beautiful card.
Yes,
So that's one of the specialty. Again, you'll have enough to make 4 of those. Now we're going to go to the ribbon edge diorama. Okay.
And diorama, because you're looking within a box. If you can see the opening here on the acetate. It's
Put your finger in there again.
It's an acetate box, okay, that goes right through. And then you've got the paper towel stacked on top there.
Yeah, and that acetate is already die cut for you.
It is.
You're gonna
It's also scored.
Let's show them a clear thing.
Well, let's see. Maybe you can see it. Can you see better?
No.
No, that didn't work.
I think the gray is better.
The gray is better.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, the gray's better.
there is the die cut. It is scored. Both edges will look like this, both ends. I've folded this one accordion style. So let's see if we can get it so that you can see that. So there's the accordion fold that I did, and I did it along these scored lines. So if I start on this side, I'm going to fold it in first along that score line. And I need to just keep that handy.
I'll stand by and hand you the bone folder.
So there we go, and then out. So just like an accordion, in, then out. And you're going to end with those holes, which, by the way, they come with they had little plastic holes in them. You have to punch them out, or not punch them out, just pop them out. They're already punched. And
that's what the ribbon's for, huh?
So when you use the bone folder, it will lay nice and flat afterwards. It's ready to be. It's ready with that little accordion. You can pull it up a little bit to give it a little bit of depth. It's just kind of moldable, the acetate, when you fold it like that.
Now that's the back piece.
That is the back piece. And the front piece is shaped the same as the back. You can see it here. It also has this center plate, which you go around and pop it out. This is used elsewhere, so save it for some other use. And that's kind of fun. And then this piece is going to sit on top of here. But first we're going to do some work on the back of the card. So on the back, there is this great die cut pop-out piece. The top is rounded, so I've got it this way.
Okay.
You turn your acetate over to the back. The reason for this is on the back of this is someplace to write.
Ah, clever.
So if I take my little tape runner and just write in the center, because that's going to be covered up when we're done.
Good to know.
Just line that up with the edges of that acetate and just stick it on the back. Okay, so now when you turn it over, you can see it through.
Nice.
Right? And then you've got this piece that goes on the inside. It's actually several pieces, so you can pull it apart. You can put the outer frame on there if you like, or put it to the side. I've got some foam tape on there, and you're just going to center that right on there like so. Is that centered?
Looks like it.
There we go. And then you place, and oh, by the way, the paper towel pieces, so that can be all stacked up. Then you place this on top, and that's where your ribbon comes in. Once that's laying on top, the holes from the top piece align with the holes from that frame, and you can just start lacing the ribbon through those holes to connect it, lace back and forth. When you get to the top,
one thing about doing ribbon like that is if you cut it at a very sharp angle, even sharper than this, it'll kind of create a needle for you as you weave it in and out. And let me just
make it easy to go through, because when you just very quickly when you line up these edges, the holes are lined up together. Then you're going to be going through 2 layers at once, in and out, in and out. So.
And that's what the in and out looks like when you're done. So just a really beautifully engineered card.
Right.
But the die cutting makes it easy. The foiling makes it gorgeous.
Right. And I love the use of that frame. The one that I showed you, the frame that I showed you popped out is actually 2. So if you pop out this frame, you can use it somewhere else. And then you can put this frame on there, and then there's a little distance between that piece and that frame. That's kind of a nice match.
It does. That looks very, very nice. And then you can use one of the sentiments. There are quite a few of them. This happens to say, enjoy your day.
Right.
But just a beautiful piece. I bet it's going to stand up.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe not. Never mind that.
But you know that it will sit flat.
Right, when you mail it.
Right, so it can be mailed like
so
that.
Very,
pretty
very
flat.
nice, yes. Now, we promised you 3 uniquely shaped cards, and here is the vase. And it is quite a large card.
It is. It's so cute, and it does pop up. So to be mailed, this can squish down flat.
It goes flat like that.
Because there's a front and a back.
That's all flat.
And then the recipient will pop it up just a little bit, and that definitely will stand up.
And this will stand up.
Will stand up.
And what's going on? You can see my flowers flapping in the wind. Well, they're on those pieces of acetate. And I have to say how generous they were with 2 sheets of acetate. You're not going to need that much.
Right. You're going to cut 1/2-inch wide strips of acetate, and however many you need to get those great flowers up there.
Very fun.
The back of this vase looks like this. So this is the back portion. The front actually looks like this. It will cover it up when we're done putting this together. So it is scored. It's got these tabs on the side. You're going to fold them. They are going to be valley folds, both of them towards the center. So both sides get folded in and ready to stick that top layer on there. But before you stick the top cover on, you have to put in these gussets. They are double-sided, they're scored, and there are tabs on the ends that you fold in like so. And I'm going to remove the ultra tape from both sides here. Once you do that, you just stick them across this piece here, and
they rest against the back.
Right. So
that one
there we
does.
go. So
if you've made
the fold there.
Yeah, so if you've made our pop-up box card, it's the same structure in that you need these panels, and the first one rests against the back, and the next one can rest against the front.
So you do the next one as well. You fold it in, you remove the ultra tape, and then you might want to place it a little lower. The instructions suggest to place it a little lower. You've got flowers above and below. Yeah. Once you've done that, you've got a piece that looks like this. It's all the gussets are in place, but I've also cut those 1/2-inch acetate strips, and I taped them to the back of those gussets. Now, it's up to you whether you want to do that before you put those gussets in place or not. I thought it would be a little easier to,
seems like it.
to go ahead and tape those acetate strips on before I did that. And they look like this. So you've got all of these strips, and just tape them on in a way that they're sort of spanning out a little bit,
and
the way flowers would.
Don't worry about how long they are now, because you can always trim them down as you're creating your bouquet.
Right. On the front of those tabs now I have more
Ultra tape.
Yes, and I'm going to remove those little pieces from there.
You're becoming quite an expert at removing that plastic on top. Yes, look at that.
I did it. And then you line up your vase, and this one...
Oh, you've got more acetate on the front of the vase.
This one, I'm going to sort of show you all the way through on this one for a very good reason. I've got this already taped. I've got a few pieces, shorter pieces, because I figure those flowers are going to be in front. And I'm going to line up that vase and pop it right on, just like so. So now I've got that full 3D vase with all of those pieces, and we just want to put some flowers on the top of there. Now, kind of a fun thing to do with these, you don't have to do it, you can just pop the flowers on just like that, but you can also shape them.
Now let me show you what is a good tool for shaping. This was made for Paper Blossoms by McGill, and it comes in a little pack. There are the 3 stylus now, and also the reversible tweezers. The stylus, as you can see, each end has a different sized ball for shaping. Perfect
for shaping, and you can get yourself a mat, like the back of a mouse pad or another kind of a foam mat, whatever. I like to use on this hard cardstock the large ball end and just start working one petal at a time and just sort of make them pop up like so.
And it always surprises me when you start with such a large ball, but as you've shown me, it works easier than doing a small one.
It doesn't leave as many creases. For me, if I use the small one on such a big area, it's different if it's a small area. If it's a smaller area, I'm going to use a smaller ball like that. But on the big areas, it just seems to leave too many creases like that, and this will just smooth that right out.
It's also faster if you use the big one.
And here are a couple that I did. Here's one that I did just by cupping them all up. You can see they're all cupped up. This one, I went in the center and pushed it down, and then I turned it over and did each petal so that they kind of went both ways.
Now we've also used this on some cutting dies, some pieces that is just with the D's distinctive, and it's just a nice look.
So real quickly, I'm going to show you what a couple of these great flowers will look like. I'm just very quickly sticking some, using the mice stick on there, and then you just start sticking them on, and you can stick some in back, up high, and some in front. And so you can get a really nice effect just varying where you put these flowers. I might not put the big ones right in front, but I really quickly wanted to show you what that might look like.
And you can also layer them, as been done on this. So you can see some little ones inside the big ones. Let me hold these up so you can see them.
It's just a beautiful card. That's a really, brighten somebody's day. But I also thought, what a neat idea it would be to put that on a scrapbook page.
Okay, you wouldn't have it the 3D,
I wouldn't. I would just, if you can imagine just the front of the vase. I wouldn't
full
use
of flowers.
Back, full of flowers. And here's just something I just threw together. Don't expect to see this on the gallery. I just kind of threw that together. And if that vase, just the vase alone with all the flowers popping up, was sitting right there.
How pretty.
Would be a beautiful scrapbook
It
page.
really would.
So,
very nice.
Simple.
Okay, so Frosted Florals has got, if you like flowers, if you love flowers, and you want to do some unique cards as well as some just absolutely stunning cards.
With that beautiful diamond sparkle accents and the silver foil. It is just a beautiful floral kit.
It is, and thanks Hunkydory for bringing it to us.
See you next time.